IT space. Last week, in fact on Friday, Mumbai-based engineering mid-cap IT company Geometric got acquired partly by HCL Technologies and partly by Dassault Systems. Now, the deal that valued Geometric at about $200 million will see Godrej Group and Founder Manu Parpia completely exit from Geometric. Once the deal is completed, the current promoters will have much lesser than 1% in the merged entity. At the back of that story, both the stocks were in focus. So Geometric rose by a whopping 20%, ending the day up by about 19.3% in trade. HCL Tech, however, was in the red in early trade, but ended the day in the green, up by about 2.3%. In a special interview to CNBC-TV18, the founder, Manu Parpia, talks about his journey and why he picked up HCL Tech ahead of all the other prospective buyers and what he is doing to ensure that all employees stay with the company and are protected.
So I think it kind of works out in the best interests of both parties, all three parties actually.
What about the current management and employee base? Will they be immediately absorbed? Because you have overall 4,800 employees split into two. So there's 2,000 going to 3D PLM, if I'm correct.
Ballpark, yes.
Roughly. And the remaining will come to HCL Tech.
Yes.
So what happens to the employees and the current management structure as well?
So current management structure I can't comment on because obviously it has to fit in with the HCL structure, and I would hope it will fit in with the HCL structure. HCL has been very clear. They are very keen on keeping and sustaining our employees because that's part of the reason.
So there is a commitment, because every time a deal happens, the one thing that employees question of the acquired company is if their jobs are steady.
So, I would tell you honestly, as a founder, clearly, to me, employees are key.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. So you have ensured that they will stay on.
So,
it's a difficult time regardless. You founded the company in 1984, sir.
No, that's not the point. It really isn't. For me, as I structured this deal, what was paramount in my mind was what's good for the employees. Because people have stuck by the company and done their best, I know. So if you look at the transaction and you ask me why it was split, part of the reason for it being split is what's good for the employees. That was my driver. Obviously, there are shareholders, so obviously you have to look at shareholders' drivers. And I had to marry the two, and that was the challenge.